bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Check, check, lucky.
Now Gordon on first down. To the 40 and no further. The broken tackle, but then the hole closed quickly. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
0. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. I got one. 55's Mike, guys, 55. Here it comes.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rivers, open man is born. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Keep it skinny. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Let's go.
From the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's Rudolph. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20, 10, 5, and he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Check 3. check 3.
Fair.
Check 3.
Shoot.
Here's Rudolph now on second down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Back.
Check 37. Check 37.
Look. Squeeze. Recon, 132 fighter.
Check your hot read. Watch out. Alert flare.
Now.
On 1st down, Samuels. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
15 line.
From the 29, Rudolph. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Shoot. Quick the edge. Come. Switch. Shift.
They start with a give to counter, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Go.
Now Rudolph. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Rock it.
Tighten up. Safe.
Ready.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 43-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Check.
Yo, go.
49's the Mike. Watch.
Hey, orbit.
Watch your slant.
Get it.
Rudolph looking to throw. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This quarterback now, only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Rudolph. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
What screen? 49, guys. Mike, 49. I got it.
Now it's Rudolph. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
I'm coming after you. Hey, watch it. Check. Rush in.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Boswell's kick to 24. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Connor on first down, working his way forward for about 4 yards. Second down coming up. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. 49. 49 to Mike. 49.
Now.
Here's Rudolph off play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Melvin Ingram make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Let's go now.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down.
Get that quarterback, D. Bravo. Get that quarterback. Hit it.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And he's going to go down again. Melvin Ingram in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at about the 14. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check 52. Close to right.
Switch.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, 79! 79!
55.
Hey, echo!
Let him know. Let him know, let him know.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Let's go.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Rivers now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
White, 89.
On 1st down, it's Gordon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 37-yard line.
Set, 380.
Check 55, Mike. Cut, cut, cut.
49, check 49.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The drive will start with Connor. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 35-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Rudolph. And that'll be incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Ready.
Here's Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Rivers now. Completes this to Waring. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Rivers now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Richard on the toss. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Ready! Block 11!
Focus, defense, focus.
25! Check 20! Red! Red! Done!
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll run on 1st down. Richard stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Check 380! 390!
Check 55.
Orange 5-4.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
From the 24, Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. 23 yards, the final tally. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Ready! Back 180!
Check Mike 54, Mike 50.
Hey, 79! 79!
Right there.
Buffalo 1, Buffalo 1.
54 Mike. Hey, pick your game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Jalen Richard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here.
Alert 3. '54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the gun, Rivers. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Switch!
General West.
Here's Rudolph. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor. Well, they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
4 down. Mike's 49.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rudolph. But it's brought in by Washington. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chopper.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check nickel.
Bam. Check. Shoot.
Now Connor. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Kill. Check 4.
Leo.
Check.
Fight.
On 2nd down, it's Snell. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
49's the mic.
Rudolph looking to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right, and this is caught inside the 5. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
6'6", bullet high.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike.
Hit it.
Rudolph now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Check 9, check 9. Recon, 132 fighter.
49 to Mike. Watch 49. Oh, yeah.
Look, squeeze. Hey, let's go.
A run for Snell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hey, Alpha. Go.
Back to throw, Rudolph. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time that made them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you do.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
55, Mike 55.
Hey, wahoo!
It's our time. Mike 55, Mike 55. Here we go, here we go.
Loud.
Mike 55.
Another try after the first down sack. Rivers, open man is born. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Cluster.
Check 55, Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Q. White, 89.
Play fake, Rivers. Open man is Stewart, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Rivers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Rivers got the connection here to Bourne. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Don't be scared of it.
Check.
Hey, go Orange.
Crump.
Orange.
To the air again here, Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31.
Kill. Turn up.
Greystone, travel. Hey, check right. Behind.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
The tackle made by Devin Bush.
I know you felt that one.
A gain of 5 brings up
2nd and 5 now. Rivers able to get this to Gordon. And down inside the 15 he goes. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
at the Steelers' 15-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
What you got, Heavy?
Hey, Delta!
Give me some. Here we go. Out. Mark 55, Mark 50.
61, matchbox lights.
On the ground, Richard. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Chargers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. The fullback Watt with a run. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Fit that 180, round 80.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon taking it in. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at
come
maximum.
on. You can't give the guy a skirt steak his first 3 times. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Mike's 49. Mike.
Rudolph. Open man is Switzer, complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd and 2, Rudolph. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
21 yards. Well done on the return.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
From the gun, Rivers. This one to Bourne out on the left side. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
Check. Black 15. Check 55 to Mike.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Buffalo one, Buffalo one.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Danny.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Rivers to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Michael Badgley now for the Chargers field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is right there. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. The Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.